Hi people. Hi my people from you. I am recording in this beautiful moment and this beautiful morning. Do you hear that? The birds. The birds. This is my patio. Listen. I just finished my meditation this morning. I am recording from Bronson. This is my little humble town that I love. There's only one traffic sign, and I've been here for 27 years. You know that I am New Yorican. I'm a humble New Yorican, and I want to talk about how your cancer, your obesity, your illness, you name it, talks to you. How your illness and your diabetes and your cancer, and yes, I'm saying the C word. I am saying it. And if you get offended, you can go. I'm entitled to say it because I am a survivor. You know what happened last night? Yesterday, my daughter, my baby daughter, she's not a baby anymore, but you know that they still are babies. She called me that she was at the ER, right? And this morning I told her, hey, you just need the sunshine sun from Florida, and you need the infrared ride, and you need to connect with the sun, and just instead of going to the ER, I was explaining, just take the sun, look at the sun, and receive that infrared light, and let that infrared get into your eyes, your body, touch, massage, and that's the end of anything that hurts. And that's what I want to share with you. So we listen and we pay attention so much to our body that our body, the way that our body has to communicate with us is with a symptom or an illness. And every time you have an upset stomach, I know it because I am a nurse. I've been a nurse for almost 30 years. I retired from the VA, the veteran system. So every time you have a sign, a symptom, I have an upset stomach. I have a conversation with my daughter, with my son, with my husband, and then suddenly that chicken, it went bad on me. And then we blamed the chicken, but we didn't blame the emotion. The situation that happened when I was eating that chicken. The silence. The things that I ate with the chicken. So those signs that our body, it's screaming to us. All the poison that we eat. That darkness, dense vibrations are working behind those pharmaceuticals that are selling and producing those pain medication that we are consuming. Those pills that you take for granted and you have them on your cabinet and you have a headache and you can't tolerate a headache for 2 minutes and you go ahead and take 2 Tylenol, and behind that there is a whole company on the back. Dense vibration. Dense companies that affect our reality. So our body, it's screaming to us. And then suddenly you understand that, hey, I was doing right. I was doing right, and suddenly I had a pain. I went to my doctor or the emergency room, and I had a cancer. I don't know where it came from. Yes, you do. Because your being, yourself, your real you knows where it came from. You do know, because we know all the answers. But we are so distracted. Distracted with what? With the drama of our life. Distracted with living the life of another people. Distracted with living false lives. With Facebook, with Instagram, with the picture of December, with the perfect family, with smiling when we don't want to smile, with that work the job that I hate. We are not free. Been there, done that. But that's why I create you. And I'm still trying. It's been 3 years that I have you, which is a free program, because I was charging until I did my 8-day fasting retreat with Marcus Witte. It was an experience. And we're going to have one in Florida in August. 8 days that you're going to be here in Bronson, Florida, in my little, let me show you, my little property. It's beautiful. We're going to have tents here. So you're going to come here, you bring your tent, and we're going to be 8 days here camping. No Facebook, no social media, no food, no drink, just with your being. And then when I was almost 400 pounds, I was blaming everyone. I was blaming the world. I was blaming the president. I was blaming the governor. I was blaming my, you name it. But when I start to blame me, when I start to take responsibility, when I start to learning how my mind works, when I start to say, hey, I am responsible for every decision that I take. I have the control. I have the power to cure myself. And I came from 380 pounds, and now I am 148. And I am responsible for every decision that I made in my life. Totally responsible. I'm not guilty of anything. I am in the process of autonomy. I'm learning how to fast. I'm learning to be connected to my being, to my soul. I'm learning to learn the peace of silence. I'm deprogramming myself to not do anything. It's a process, but it's a beautiful process. That's why I'm inviting you every weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to have virtual fasting. And when I say fasting, you're going to be in different parts of the world. We have people from Panama, Costa Rica, Miami, United States, Egypt, Everywhere you're gonna be in your. If you want to go to the beachfront, if you're gonna, if you want to, we have people that just rent a hotel room, but you have to be alone with yourself. And you're not gonna spend any money. You're gonna be with yourself and just give yourself that experience of be alone with yourself. And let me tell you, you're not gonna regret it. Get out of this matrix. You know what? Sometimes I laugh. Sometimes I laugh because it's ridiculous how for 30 years I convince my poor patients. Sometimes I laugh because I convince my poor people, my poor patients, that they need to pay $800 for oxygen. Oxygen! Oxygen that is free. But someone in the matrix convinced them that they need oxygen. So it's a process. And everything started with a decision. My journey started 11 years ago when I made the decision to change. And I became from, the people who know me from you know that I started and I don't regret it. I am another person. But everything started with a decision. And I'm not saying that I was not afraid. I'm not saying that. I was afraid. I mean, I had a lot of experience in my life. I'm telling you. But one of the, I am an addict. I am an addict of food. When you weigh almost $400, when you weigh 400 pounds, you are an addict. You love food. And you want that bread, girl. You want that donut. You want that chuleta. That's a pork chop. And I'm Puerto Rican, so we eat good. I'm Latina. We need that rice and bean. And I don't believe it, how I don't eat anymore. I don't eat any of that, I don't. Those 8 days, and this was like 4 weeks ago, maybe. Today is April 17 or 16. And yeah, I was so impressed with myself. The power that we have, the power that our being, I always call it my soul. And then when Marcus, that's another thing, go ahead and look for that book. You have to read that book. It's called I'm Not Marcus. I think I have it here. I want to show it. We're going to have it on because I'm pretty sure that Marcus is going to bring some. And I will make possible that it's called, this is in Spanish, No Soy Marcus. But I think he has it in every language and it's in Amazon already. But we will have it on Amazon. I'm Not Marcus. And if you change Marcus and you put your name, that's exactly the name of your book. But he tells you, if you read this book, that's the first thing that he tells you. And I'm going to read it. Close the book and listen to yourself. That's the first thing that he tells you. Close the freaking book and listen to yourself. It's incredible. He's a great person. And he don't even talk sometimes. You ask him. He will talk if you ask him. Very simple, very humble. He doesn't even wear shoes. And we will have him 8 days. If, if, if. Remember, we have to say always if, because things are like that. So, hey, and it's not about Marcus. It's about you. That's why I'm so impressed. And I was going to say that, and I didn't finish that quote. That I'm trying to remember when I took the decision to put my, to choose that name you. I don't know. But I think that was my bean. I didn't even recognize that it was my bean. Because now is that I'm trying to, after I met Marcus, is that I connect. Because I used to call it my soul, my heart. But now I understand that, yes, it was there and it was guiding me. I call it God. I call it my heart, my inner self, my high superior. But it was my being. And that he was the one who put that name. But now it makes more and more sense. And that's why on the third day of the retrieve, that you start feeling like a little bit of a hallucination, I made the decision that I was not going to charge for the program. So that's why you is totally free. You don't have to pay anything. 90 days that I walk with you to change your mind, because I want you to understand what this matrix use to program you. I want you to understand the concept of ego, the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind, a lot of conscious that we don't understand, and we take the perspective of Carl Jung, Sigmund Freud. We use Wayne Dyer. We use biodecodification, which is a concept from a psychology from Spain. And we use, what else we use? We use Deepak Chopra. We use, what is the other one? Anyway, we use 11 philosopher modern, and also, obviously, Socrates and all those old, our, right, masters and fathers of philosophy. And it's a great program. And I love it. And it changed my life. And I put that in 90 days. And it's beautiful. And it's just a class, a virtual class for maybe 2 hours every week. And I'm in the process of recording the classes. That way you have it and you don't have to be like live with me. The live classes are good, don't take me wrong, because we discuss and we clarify, questions and all that. But sometimes time it's relative. And so I'm recording everything. That way you can do it on your own. Anyway, so that's you. But then the retrieve, today is April. We start tomorrow, 17, 6 p.m. We're going to connect with a little, 6. We're going to start. No food, no drink, no talking, no eating. You have to be separate. No kids, no Amazon deliveries, please. So you have to be alone. That's why it doesn't work in your home if you have family, because they will not understand the process. No books, no yoga, no exercise, no nothing. It's you and yourself. This is not ego. This is a trial, but a trial with a decision, right? Because you have to make the decision. The decision with fear, it's okay. I had fear. Hey, the first time I listened to Marcus Witte, I listened to all his videos. It took me like 4 months. And I went to the website. I emailed the girl that I was planning everything. I blah, 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 blah. At the end, I booked from Florida to Costa Rica. And it was perfect. It was perfect. Because your soul, if you are looking to this, me talking, there is something. Your soul is telling you something. If you finish me talking, your soul is talking to you. Connect tomorrow at 6. Click this link that I'm sending you in this video. Get into that WhatsApp group. I'll see you at 6. Fear with the decision is a good sign. Just let yourself go and get that experience, because I promise you're not going to be hungry. You know what is the worst part? In my experience, which is my experience as a humble person, it's no experience. It was the most beautiful experience. It's like you go to another dimension. I saw my mama. It's like the whole world changed. It is, my experience, remember, was the 8 days. 8 days. So this 3 days is just like a little nugget. You're taking like a piece, like a little nugget. You're gonna eat like a little piece of fasting. Because the fasting that people do with water and bread, what is that? That's nothing. That is not fasting. Come on. Fasting is fasting. Shananda, Jesus, he fasted for 40 days. He didn't eat nothing. So it's nothing. Nothing is nothing. No book, no reading, no nothing. Okay? So do it. Click that link. Get in that there's 2 sites. So Milena, she's the doctor from Costa Rica. She's my friend, and she's gonna be in the beach in Costa Rica, and I'm gonna be in the beach in Florida. And then the second day, Saturday, I'm gonna be camping on the back of my yard, which is a big place, and because I want to be in nature, I don't want to be inside of my house. And it's gonna be fun, because when you fast, it's like you are in another dimension. It's like a peace here, when you don't have to worry about phone. And I already have like everything said. You know how we are. I told my husband to come exactly 5 minutes after our meeting at 6:50 to give me the phone. That way I don't have any distractions, and I'm gonna turn on the camera, and then we're gonna talk about how we feel, and it's gonna be only half an hour, and then we're gonna go back to silence. But when you don't eat, your stomach is light, so it's peace to your stomach, peace to your cells, peace to your mind. Peace, peace, peace. There's peace everywhere. Peace to the environment around. And like I tell you, I try to explain it with words, but I can't, because it's an experience. So please, please, please don't believe me. Live it. And if you can this weekend, next weekend. And we will do it every weekend. And just please, follow your soul. And in Spanish, we say buen camino, which it means have a good journey. But I like it in Spanish, so if you're gonna take this road, I want you to learn that phrase in Spanish. Buen camino. That's gonna be like our little motto. Buen camino. And we're gonna end in silence, okay? Buen camino.